But what if most of what's really out there is invisible? Imagine you're looking up at the night sky, staring at billions of stars, planets, galaxies, clusters of brilliance, all woven together like a cosmic tapestry. Not just hidden in darkness, but literally undetectable to our eyes, our cameras, even the most sensitive scientific instruments designed to catch a glimmer of distant light. That's the puzzle of dark matter, a mysterious ingredient of the universe that we can't see, but we're almost certain exists. But why do scientists think something is there, lurking in the cosmic shadows? What exactly is dark matter, and how do we know it isn't just empty space? Let's begin with what might sound like a riddle. The universe doesn't add up. Galaxies spin in a way that defies the rules we expect. If you were to sit inside a spiral galaxy, let's say the Milky Way, and watch the stars move around the center, you'd notice something strange. The stars at the edge are moving much too fast, far faster than they should if only the visible matter, the stuff we can actually see, was holding them in place. Here's where the first clue came in. Think about the classic lines from poetic philosophy. There are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy. That idea, spoken centuries ago, fits perfectly here. Pause and reflect on that. Even armed with powerful telescopes and modern physics, we're confronted with realities that don't match what we'd predict. We're forced to accept the possibility that most of the universe is made up of something utterly invisible. So, what did astronomers do when they realized stars were speeding along faster than gravity from visible matter could explain? They took the next logical step. Something else must be adding to the gravity. Something invisible. This is the foundation of the dark matter hypothesis. Imagine walking through a forest at night. You can see only what's illuminated, but you feel branches brushing past, leaves crunching underfoot, evidence suggesting the forest is far more crowded than it appears. In the cosmos, that crowdedness is gravity itself, an irresistible pull suggesting the presence of unseen mass. Galactic rotation curves, the speed at which stars orbit the centers of galaxies, show a pattern. The outer stars move at almost the same speed as stars closer to the center, even though, by Newton's laws, they should slow down as they move outwards, if only visible matter were involved. This observation was first made in the 1970s, but the mystery remains as sharp as ever. Let's bring in another line, this one echoing the poetic beauty of nature's hidden forces. The world is full of magical things patiently waiting for our wits to grow sharper. We're invited to sharpen our wits and look deeper. If the universe is hiding most of its mass, what else is it hiding? And how do we uncover it? Let's take stock of what we now believe. Scientists estimate that about 85% of the matter in the universe is dark matter, completely invisible, but betraying itself through its gravitational influence. Everything else, the stars, planets, dust clouds, and gas, makes up only a tiny fraction of the total. But if we can't see dark matter, how else can we feel its presence? The answer comes from the cosmic scale. Picture two clusters of galaxies colliding in the vastness of space. When scientists observed such collisions, they noticed something remarkable. The normal matter, hot gas and dust, slows down and interacts, heating up and emitting light. But the gravitational pull, traced through careful measurements, tells a different story. The largest part of the mass doesn't interact or slow down. It sails straight through. It's as if invisible armies are passing each other on the battlefield, unnoticed except for the pull they exert. This striking example is sometimes called the bullet cluster, offering compelling evidence that whatever dominates the universe's mass, it's as intangible as a shadow, but as real as starlight. Let's reflect once more. All of this sounds almost mythological. Forces that are there, yet not there, visible only by their effects on the world around them. But science pushes us to ask, is it possible there's another explanation? Could our understanding of gravity itself be incomplete, requiring a rewrite of the laws that have guided us since Isaac Newton? So far, every test has pointed stubbornly back to the same conclusion. The simplest explanation is that dark matter is real, even if we don't know what it actually is. What about efforts to find it directly? For decades, scientists have designed laboratories deep underground, shielded from cosmic rays, hoping to catch dark matter particles as they pass by, or through. They've called these hypothetical particles WIMPs, weakly interacting massive particles, and launched detectors so sensitive they could register the faintest interaction. Yet, so far, nothing. Dark matter evades capture, not even leaving a faint shiver in the detectors. And still, the evidence piles up that it must be there. Let's use a passage from classic literature to highlight how this all feels for researchers. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. In the context of dark matter, it echoes our struggle. A grand cosmic dream, our knowledge limited by what we can touch and see, while the real story remains hidden, just out of reach. So, why not just accept the universe as we see it? Why insist so strongly that dark matter must exist? Because in science, predictions must match observations. Every time we map the cosmic web, the immense filaments of galaxies stretching across the universe, we find gravitational evidence of more matter than we observe. To put it another way, dark matter acts as a kind of cosmic glue. Without it, galaxies would simply fly apart. Structures like our own Milky Way would never have formed or survived for billions of years. This brings us to the poetry under the surface. All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. Just because we can't see dark matter doesn't mean it isn't of immense value to understanding the cosmos. Now, let's reflect on some open questions. What is dark matter made of? Could it be undiscovered particles, like those hinted at by high-energy physics experiments? Or something even stranger, entire collections of primordial black holes, or as yet unknown fields that interact only through gravity? We don't have the answer yet, but the hunt continues, with experiments running underneath mountains and in orbit, and with the telescopes searching for subtle anomalies that might, at last, reveal the true nature of dark matter. Let's pause and ponder. Why does this matter to us? Because the quest to understand dark matter is ultimately the quest to understand what the universe is made of, who we are, where everything came from, and how everything holds together. Centuries ago, philosophers imagined the universe as infinite, filled with ether, a substance they believed was necessary to carry light across the void. That idea was eventually replaced by the more precise understanding of space, energy, and fields. Today, dark matter fills a similar role, a placeholder for something real, vital, but as yet undefined. Reflect on this. The frontier of science is not the edge of the known, but a constantly advancing line between what we see and what we suspect is there. So, what have we learned so far? Let's recap the critical facts that shape our cosmic mystery. First, galaxies spin faster at their edges than can be explained by visible matter alone. Second, gravitational effects in galaxy clusters and colliding clusters betray the presence of far more mass than we can see. Third, the cosmic web, the structure of the universe on the largest scales, only makes sense if dark matter acts as invisible scaffolding, holding everything together. Fourth, Attempts to detect dark matter directly haven't yet succeeded, despite decades of effort and innovation. Fifth, alternative explanations, like changing the laws of gravity, have failed to explain all the evidence as elegantly as dark matter does. Sixth, if dark matter didn't exist, galaxies would fly apart, and the universe as we know it would look profoundly different. Seventh, we currently believe dark matter makes up about 85% of all matter in the universe. And finally, the eighth fact. No one knows yet what dark matter is, but its gravitational fingerprint is written across the cosmos in ways that can't be ignored. Let's draw on timeless wisdom about the nature of understanding. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Dark matter invites us to keep questioning, to accept that what we see is only part of the story. In searching for what we can't see, science pushes beyond its limits, asking better questions, designing better instruments, and dreaming grander dreams. And so, as you look up at the star-salted sky, remember, most of what's out there is invisible, not just to your eyes, but to science itself. Yet its presence shapes every galaxy, every star, every atom in your body. The universe, it seems, is always hiding more than it reveals. And the search for dark matter is, in many ways, the search for what we have yet to imagine.